helpful for the upcoming KAS prelims, where exactly KPSC is focusing will be known through this analysis, because the same KPSC will conduct the KAS prelims, and also this analysis will also helpful for the AC SAD for the non-HK paper, right? So this is very important for these category of the aspirants. This analysis would be very helpful. Kindly watch it till the last, and take a note, pen and paper, and note it down the areas from where the questions has been asked. I'll be mentioning some of the resources where the questions has been asked, and also the accessibility of these resources to prepare for the upcoming exam. So without much waste of time, I'll start the session. So science and technology was much dominated in ACSAT paper. So around 12 question has been asked. So that too, the science and technology, which was the elementary level up to 10th standard level of questions we could able to see here. So SSLC level, 10th standard level questions has been asked, especially from the biology part or the science part. So then history, coming to history, as usual, the questions from history section was 13. So it was divided in ancient and medieval and modern. This time, most of the questions they have been asked from the modern India. And I'm talking about modern India, and also ancient and medieval India. So very few questions has been asked from the Karnataka history and Karnataka history in Karnataka history, ancient and medieval. So very few questions we could able to see through this analysis. And coming to polity has been as an average questions, 15 questions has been dominated, and that too many of the questions in the context of recent political developments, like the emergency, with respect to emergency. Why? Because this issue was very important. 50 years of emergency day has been celebrated. So for that reason, and Lok Sabha election was also in news, so related with. And there is a last chapter in the polity. So Lakshmikant, from election, the questions has been picked up directly, 4 to 5 questions. So that's also very important. We'll come to the resources. And current affairs was very other important aspect, which was dominated, and around 19 questions they have asked. I'll tell you, in current affairs, I have divided 3-4 parts. So one is budget, so budget, state budget, union budget, then economic survey, and other national or regional issues. So these 4 topics, among that, economic survey has been dominated, around 10 questions from economic survey. I'll tell you the resources with the evidence from which topics or which chapters they have picked up. It's very important. Then coming to mental ability, around 19 questions, mental ability, that to elementary level, there was no not that difficult questions were there from the mental ability part. So then geography, as usual, these core areas will definitely dominate half of the paper. So geography was also very much in the paper. It was 17 questions, and economics was very static part was very less. It was 5 questions, but fortunately the economics of current affairs was much in dominated. So that is a reason the paper was quite well balanced. So this is about the opinion of my analysis. Kindly let me know how you have analyzed this paper. It's very important if you are appearing for the KS upcoming in the August 25th, 5th of as KPSC has already clarified. So this let me share you one of the student has share many students has shared, but this is one of the student who was constantly in touch with us and was preparing with us. So we found this very happy to share among the audience here. So see, sir, just wanted to know, did you set the paper for ACSAT? because all the economic questions from your material itself, direct questions are. So that's what I wanted to say. See, we have made a material which comes in not more than 20 pages. So even our current affairs comes in just 10 pages for every month. So that is freely accessible. We know, I understand the aspirants who have been preparing for the last 3 4 years will face a financial struggle that I too have undergone the scenario. To that reason, I will make the material or the whatever required information accessible at free of cost. If made, it would be very reasonable, unlike the other institution which is being charged in the market. So before going to tell you some of other how the questions has been picked up from our note. See, as we focus only whatever relevant in the news and the analysis of that background, right? So see, question number 67, if I tell you, a total of 223 out of 236 taluk have been notified as a drought affected in Karnataka state during. This has been directly, you can see, you can download from our website the economic survey. You can see how many here. Some student has sent this. I appreciate him. Like, he has directly marked it, highlighted also. 223 out of 236 taluks are declared as drought affected as a result in area and production of agriculture crop. So resultant decline in area and production of agriculture crop. So this how statements has been we have written, and the same statements, number of the taluks, how much. If you know this data, you could have answered. So another, most importantly, you will laugh at this question. See, in the same line itself, they have printed. See, they have asked last agriculture census the average size of the holding by the farmers. So it is 1.36, 80%, and 40%. This, you if you read, it is there in the same line. 1.36 small and marginal holding account 80% is 80%, and the total holding is operation and operate at the 44%. So it is picked up directly from the statement. So I'll tell you more. Almost all the economic survey questions has been picked up from our current affairs. So you can trust the relevancy of this and the efforts that we put in here. So then coming to other question, this is from our economic survey test. This we have given free access to all the Karnataka aspirants to tests from economic survey, and even the option is also same here. See, option C, the answer is option C. Both are having same option. The Karnataka agriculture sector in the year 2023 to 20 expected to grow. So here you can see the agriculture sector is expected to have a negative growth. So if you know negative, you can understand growth rate of minus 0.8. Okay, this is enough. So this even we have printed in our synopsis that we have given. Then coming to other questions, other economic survey questions and budget related questions, very crispy notes we have uploaded. Kindly make use of it before the exam. So which of the following statement is correct with respect Karnataka fiscal? The fiscal deficit of Karnataka in financial year 2023 is minus 2.37. See here, you can read the fiscal deficit 2.8% of GSDP in 2022-23. Same thing here we have represented in the flow chart and the diagram. This is incorrect. A revenue deficit of Karnataka in the financial year 0.49. So you can see here 0.49 that we have highlighted and also represent in the form of the diagram. If you know this, you can mark the question. So the questions were very easy, provided if you have prepared these notes. So this is another important question. So the National Multi-Dimensional Poverty Index by Niti Aayog retains 10 such original indicator in the global MPI model and has added 2 indicators. So we have mentioned what are those 2 indicators which have been added. One is maternal health and bank account. So maternal health and bank account was directly picked up from here, and questions has been you can see here. So this was also the news which we focused, because Bandla National Park is now the largest solar park, you can say. Earlier, before Bandla Solar Park, we had a Shakti Sthal in Tumkur. That was the largest the solar park which was located in India, in Karnataka, but now it was replaced with Bandla Solarpa, that we have also covered in the current affairs magazine. So then these are the some of the questions that I just wanted to make a clarity on that. And coming to the most important part, so for reading all this the sources for all this, so let me tell you, for as a science and technology, I told you, do not read anything. If you have read up to 10 standard books with respect to science and technology, that is more than enough. So for history, for shortage of time, you can relay any revision material. So we may provide it, but because it's in process of building that, so we cannot able to provide. So polity, so as I told, Lakshmikant will be very sufficient. Kindly read selectively. And current affairs, I again emphasize, because the weightage is 19 marks, and you have to go for so something which is very crispy in the market. So I don't think so for 19 marks you'll be reading thousands of pages, right? So I suggest you to read something very crispy. At least we cover in 1 month with 10 to 12 pages. That is more than sufficient. And it comes, at least you have to read for 1.5 years current affairs. So we have 1 year current affairs magazine you can download freely, and also 6 month or half yearly magazine which you can also download current affairs freely. So it comes around in 120 pages, and it comes around in to 60 pages. So total you 180 pages only for the current affairs. It covers, I cannot assure you it covers all, but it will definitely cover the major part. Even if current affairs asked for 19 questions, definitely it will cover some 14 to 16 questions will definitely come, because we have focused only the core areas. So that's all today for time being. We'll come with more such videos, and kindly share with your friends, and also with your groups, and keep watching us, and keep following us. Thank you one and all. Take care. Bye bye.